Hello and welcome to Viking women's basketball with Chelsey Gregg. Vikings are back home for 2 games this week. And coach, team's been a bit unlucky these first three conference games. You guys have actually led more than you've trailed by a significant margin. You've led for 70 minutes out of the 3 games and trailed for only 44. So you're really kind of unlucky to not to be 2-1. But so what's still just missing for that final piece to get over the hump?
Yeah, just execution down the stretch. We need to make sure that we're taking care of the ball. And just continued confidence. I think sometimes that when we don't get the result that we're hoping for, right, with that W, when we played so well, that can be discouraging. And so continue to come together, knowing that we're right there on the precipice of getting that W. And we know conference play is hard, is challenging. Everybody's ready to go. And so making sure that we just come out confident, understanding scouts and what we need, but just finishing games. You're right. There's two or three we should have got, and we just got to make sure that we're doing those things that got the lead, and now we keep it.
Nice. And we mentioned this last time, but I'd be remiss not to bring up the defense after the performance against Idaho. You held them to 18 points in the first half. That's a season low for a Viking opponent in a half. They finished 29.9% from the field, which is the first time you've held a conference opponent under 30% 2 years. And it was a good bounce back performance too from the game against Eastern Washington on Thursday. So, what do you still continue to see? That the defense really has been a strength for you guys. What do you continue to see from that?
Yeah, absolutely. I just think the buy-in, right? And players are really starting to see that their efforts is working, right? That when they're able to shrink the floor in high hands and keep people in front and rebound, right? Good things happen. And so it's definitely keeping us in games. We'll have to find ways to continue to score. But ultimately, I think we take a lot of confidence in that we can get stops when we need it. We showed that at Idaho and down the stretch as well when we need it to give us opportunities to win. And just a continued commitment to play well and play hard and play together.
Nice. And focusing on the other side of the ball now, the offense had a bit of a struggle during non-conference play, but 2 out of your 3 conference games are 2 of your 3 best field goal percentages across the whole season. Certainly getting some players back, I'm sure helps with Lana Wenger and Kylie Brown coming back. And then Alea Fitzgerald has been going off. So what have you seen so far from the offense?
Yeah, man, I don't think anybody can stop her when Alea plays with confidence and that dog mentality. She does a lot of great things for our team and just not scoring. And we say like with a lot of players on our team, right? That we have the capability of putting up numbers, but really we need them to be able to play both sides of the floor and just making shots, shooting with confidence. We're getting some good looks and excited to be back at home and those looks will go in. But definitely help with Kylie back and with Lana. Laney's distributing and getting some good minutes from our bench as well. And so, with Taylor out for the year, we lose some scoring and leadership there, and with Soap out for the year with ACL as well. Just a tough little stretch there, but just learning to get that chemistry back with each other um, and starting to get the flow of the game back.
Nice. And all the best to those 2 players, of course. Let's talk about this week, though. Northern Colorado comes in Thursday. They're fresh off their first conference win over Montana. And kind of typical of them, I feel like they're a very efficient offense. Like they're leading the conference in field goal percentage. But what do you see from the Bears?
Just their post play. Yeah, they have some great guards as well, not to take away from their guard play, but Anaya Hall, Tatum West, like they do some great things inside. So I'll have our hands full. I'll have to be able to limit points in the paint. And so we have a couple things in mind to do that. But ultimately, just I think when we play our game, we play our defense well and shrink the floor and make them really work for every shot that they get. And then offensively, take care of the basketball. Good things happen when we do those things.
Nice. And then Northern Arizona comes in Saturday. They're fresh off a showdown with Montana State. That was for first place in the conference. They lost that game, so I'm sure they're going to be hungry to get back in the win column. Northern Arizona's been a team that you guys have had success with in the past. Like just 2 years ago, you swept them. So what do you see from this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, complete team played really well right now. Older veteran leadership in almost every position. They play fast tempo, score a bunch of points. But you're right, we've been able to have some success for them in the last several years. I think it always comes down to how we're going to play, right, and what we need to do. But definitely, we're going to have to limit their scoring, which matches up with how we're defending and playing defense right now. So continue just to focus on us and what we do well, and continue to improve those things that we don't, and um, it's like in the Big Sky Conference, in any night out, anybody can get anybody, and we're seeing that. And so I like that we get them at home first here and see what happens.
Nice. There it is. A couple of promos to mention before we sign off. The Portland State Athletics is teaming up with the Sports Bra to provide donations for those affected by the LA fires. Anyone who brings essential supplies to the game on Thursday will receive a ticket for a future game. A full list of the essential supplies needed is on govikes.com. And then you also enter in a raffle for courtside seats later in the season. But beyond that, beyond the good that we're doing, it's 7 p.m. tip-off Thursday. It's a 2 p.m. tip-off Saturday. For tickets and all other information, visit govikes.com.
See you there. Go Vikes.